Hi, I'm Jason from BTM, and today's workout is going to be on kettlebell power and endurance. I developed this workout for rugby players because in rugby you need a lot of power and endurance in the first minute of the game as well as in the 70th minute of the game. So this is a great workout for rugby players, and it's a great conditioning tool for all types of sports like soccer, martial arts, MMA, anything that requires a lot of intensity. So the thing about the kettlebell is the kettlebell has a lot of technical movements to it. So you really need to know the techniques and learn the techniques to put this whole conditioning circuit together. So I hope you enjoy. If you have any questions about the technique, the circuits, you can email me at vtmovement.com and send me your questions and I'd gladly help you out.
Alright, here's how the workout goes. I'm going to break these movements down more specific after you see the routine. First we begin with double kettlebell snatches. Getting the kettlebells down, right under you, and no lower than your knees. Now we go to the kettlebell clean and press. And we're going to do 5 reps each on each movement. And I turn sideways so you can see the squatting technique. So this is the squat press. Go as deep as you feel comfortable with, because you need to have good stability and mobility in your hips. And here is the kettlebell renegade push-up. I'll show you a variation of this later to do a row. Here's the kettlebell snatch. I did it from the front view so you could see a few different details. 1, keep the feet straight. You can point the feet out slightly, and that's okay, but always try to work them to the straight position. On the down phase, keep your lats nice and tight to prevent your shoulders from stretching out of the joint and down to the ground. The side view is a better view. Stretch through the hamstrings, ground yourself through your heel, and snap your hips forward by squeezing your glutes and quads. Your breath on the way down should be breath through the nose into the stomach to create a bracing effect of intra-abdominal pressure and getting that to transfer into spine stability. When you're finished, bring the kettlebells down, nice straight spine, and park them right down in front. Now we have the kettlebell clean and press. I slowed the video down for detail, but I wanted to really go over the information in the clean. As we come down with the clean, the thumbs turn up into the groin and the hand rotates to the thumb to the shoulder. And the clean is a little bit more of a technical technique that I use some functional movement based stuff to teach, but if you get it, you get it. If not, let me know and I'll try to teach you on more breaking it down. So the thumb turns to the shoulder and the lat always stays tight. So the breath is similar in our clean as to the snatch. We breathe in through the nose to create a bracing effect for intra-abdominal pressure and tight abdominals, and that transfers to our spine for spine stability. In our press, we want to make sure the glutes are tight so that we press our feet evenly from the ground up. So the breath goes in and a hiss out, and then a quick breath in through the nose, and then another hissing out, everything nice and tight. Here we have the third exercise, the squat press. As in the second exercise, clean the weights to the rack position, which is the thumb at the shoulder, and leave them there. In your squat, push through the ground, squeeze your glutes and quads at the top so you can drive the press straight up above your head. This will give you a lot of power transference from the ground straight through your arms. The breath, breathing in through the nose, tight abdominals to transfer the spine stability into your squat. I don't recommend going deep into the squat if you're not used to it, because there's a lot of things that need to function in order to do that. Here we have our fourth exercise, the renegade push-up. I'll show you a variation after this for the renegade push-up in row. But when we do the renegade push-up, we want to use a nice tight plank compressive suit. That means that we need to squeeze our glutes, squeeze our quads, get every muscle we can working as if we were holding a plank. The same breathing applies. Breathing in through your nose to your stomach to create intra-abdominal pressure and tight abdominals to protect the spine, and breathing out on the way up. I like to try to go as deep as I can through here to really give a nice chest stretch, because when you stretch the chest, you can really feel the lats when you push your body straight back up. And at the top, we want to lock the elbow in. We want to lock the elbow to get tricep, lat, and chest working all at the same time. So every muscle should be working for you in your push-up. And here's the variation, the renegade push-up row. Same thing applies in the push-up with all the mechanics, except you can spread your feet out in the back for a little bit more stability. When you row the kettlebell up, try not to make your hip pull up to one side. Keep your glutes tight, keep your breath tight in your abdominals, and that'll help keep your hip more stable in your row. So as you row, pull with the lat and keep the hips nice and stable to keep the spine nice and straight. You don't want to be hip hiking here. Everything should be nice and tight through the quads, glutes, abdominals, and the lat. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it helps your health and performance in some way. Send me some emails at vtmovement.com so I know how it's working for you. And feel free to contact me at any time for workshops, seminars, consulting, training for teams and individuals. Be glad to hear from you. Thanks.